We got a nice little topic today, y'all. This is one of those topics that a lot of people don't like to admit, right? Nobody likes to admit they're jealous of something. Like they just don't. I think this is a very interesting topic. A lot of the times we pretend that we have no jealous streak in our bodies. I think it's very important for us to remember that we are only human. You ever scroll through like your Facebook or through your Instagram and you seen somebody and you was like, God dang, how can they be so happy? How can they have all of this? How can they, oh my God, is she getting married? Oh my God, did he find it a good thing? Like, I'm just saying, like, sometimes we have these moments where we start getting jealous. Like, people are really jealous out here. There are people out here killing people in the streets every single day because they are jealous of them. They are envious of them. And my biggest thing is, guys, if you're jealous of somebody or if you're dealing with any jealous thoughts, it's okay to admit that. But see, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I've been down the jealous road before, and I have had my moments as well. And I've learned how to manage those jealous thoughts because, see, the reality is we cannot escape them. Our thoughts are constant. Thoughts are going to happen whether we want them to happen or not. You know, even if you go into a meditation state, when you silence your mind, you're still going to have thoughts. It's just a different way of thinking. It's like, yeah, you're thinking about it, but you're thinking about it without judgment. Okay? So this is how we're going to go through this. Now, the first step to managing your jealousy is, or should I say your jealous thought, would be to become aware of the thought. Now, I mean, bring your awareness to the thought. The thing with that is a lot of people don't want to admit that they have a jealous problem. Like y'all, you cannot, in nothing, no matter what it is, you can't get past something if you're not willing to admit that, hey, damn, I got a little jealous problem. Like, I can't believe I was just feeling some type of way. Like, how that happen? You ever been in a position where you ever looked at somebody and was like, how you gonna give them that, but you ain't never gave it to me? You ain't never did that for me. That's a little jealous streak. I'm telling y'all, it's real. So the first thing is you have to become aware of the thought. And once you become aware of the thought, you then have to become aware of the emotion that the thought brings. That's the key. So now you got the thought. We're aware that we are having a jealous thought. We are admitting that, you know what, I might be hating a little bit, you know? So now we're aware of that. So now we're going to become more aware of the feeling that that thought gives us. So how are you feeling at this moment? What does that, are you feeling rageful? Are you feeling like, oh my God, I need to get more? What is it that you're feeling in this process of this thought? Once you're able to connect the feeling that you have to that thought and you're aware of both of those, then you can move on to the next stage, which is actually detaching. It is detaching the feeling, that emotion from that thought. The key is detaching the emotion from the thought. And at this point, you guys, this is the point where you step outside of yourself, and not literally, y'all. Now, come on. Y'all know better. But this is the point where you kind of take a step back for just a second and you just evaluate the thought from a non-judgmental standpoint. Like, don't judge the thought. Don't look at yourself or fault yourself or take any sort of blame that, oh my God, I'm being jealous or I'm being a hater. You don't have to feel that way, but just evaluate the thought with no judgment. You just want to step back and just marinate on the fact that you're having this thought. Now, what you're going to do at that point, that's the point where you say, you know what? Why am I having this thought? That's the key. You're asking yourself the question of why. Why are you having that thought in the first place? Was there a situation that happened in your life, maybe in your past, where you've probably felt this way or it caused you to feel this way? Is there a situation that you're probably going through right now? Maybe you're not quite where you feel you need to be right now. So you're feeling some type of way. You're feeling salty because everybody around you seem to be getting married, or everybody around you seems to be doing great with their lives, but you feel like you're stuck. What is it that's happening in your life right now that's causing you to have a thought of such kind? Think about it. Think about it. This is one way to start mitigating those thoughts. And I'm not saying that these thoughts are just going to go away overnight. That's not how they work. They don't just go away overnight. But you can learn how to control them. You can learn how to control your emotions. Detach yourself from the thought. Detach your emotions. When you look at the thought from a non-judgment standpoint, now you can actually assess the thought and say, you know what? I know where this came from. So now that you know where it came from, let's go back to where it came from and let's figure it out. That's when you can start to heal. That's when you can start to move on. That's when you can start to let stuff go. And that same thought that you once had would no longer be a thought. It's a process. It's a process. You want to move on with your life? It's a process. You want to get out of that stuck situation? It's a process. You don't have to be where you are. You don't have to have those thoughts. But if you are not willing to do what's necessary to shake it, I'm telling you, that's what ends up happening. Now you're out there, maybe somebody's out there ready to kill somebody. All types of stuff. Stuff happens. Jealousy is a real deal, y'all. And I'm just saying that from experience. Like that's what I learned to do, because I would say it's very interesting that once you start on the path of personal growth and development and becoming the better version of yourself, instead of being very judgmental about situations and certain things, you just start noticing certain stuff and you just pay attention to it. It's like bringing your awareness to what is really happening versus getting caught up in the illusion of everything. It's like, yeah, you can let these thoughts take control of you. You can let these thoughts make you do stuff that you're not proud of. You can let these thoughts get into your system and just screw your whole life up. Or you can take a moment and just assess those thoughts. Just look at them and say, you know what? I'm not going to judge this situation. Look, let me see where this came from. Because a lot of the times we're looking at other people like it's their fault that we're having the thoughts that we're having. And the reality is it ain't got nothing to do with them. It's all on us. We're the reason why we're having certain thoughts. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that. What are some ways that you guys may have kept yourself from having those jealous thoughts or feeling like you hating a little bit? And would you ever even admit it? That's the question. Would you even admit that you had a jealous thought? Would you admit that you was actually a hater before? Like, think about it. Ain't nobody saying that you was like that all your life, but hey, come on now. But I just came on for that, y'all. Like, seriously, I was thinking about that because there was a situation that happened actually not too long ago. And I caught myself. That was the crazy part. And it wasn't, I can't say, I would say that I had like a little jealous streak. And the only reason why I would say that is because I was looking like, dang, how you gonna do that? You ain't never did that for me. That was my thought process. But then it was interesting for me because being in the position that I am, and like I said, I practice everything that I talk about. Like, I do this stuff. So I literally, in that moment, it was as if some sort of shift happened. And because I practice, self-awareness and, thought awareness and all of this stuff, like, because I practiced that anyway, it just shifted. And I was like thinking to myself, hold up, Chanel, why are you feeling like that? Where did that come from? Then I had to start evaluating. I'm like, you know what? It's crazy. Some of those thoughts come from places where we thought we forgave and we really didn't. We really didn't. And that's those moments when you start sweeping stuff under the rug. You start sweeping it under the rug and thinking that it's just over and done with. And it's really not. You haven't completely let it go yet. It's okay. It's okay to admit that. But that's the thing. You have to be willing to admit that, or admit your position, admit how you're feeling in order for you to finally jump over it, for you to get over it. You can't get over something you're not willing to admit, because if you're not admitting it, then that means that you don't have it then, right? Bow. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So you gotta be willing to admit it. It's your truth. Stand in your truth. It's okay. Like nobody's, first of all, can't nobody, trust me, nobody around you can ever judge you for your position and for where you are in your life right now. They can't judge you. Because we all have a story to tell. We all have our moments. We've all been through some sort of what we would call hell, right? We all have been there. It's okay to admit it. When you're feeling low or when something's going wrong, it's okay to admit it. When you've messed up, it's okay to admit it. When you're feeling some type of way about somebody, it's okay to admit it. But once you do that, you have to go deep within yourself and figure out where this came from. You got to go within yourself. And that's in anything. That's not just in jealousy, but that's in any thoughts of negativity. You must go inside of yourself. I don't care what it is. If you're dealing with procrastination, that's something you got to go within yourself. How did you get like this? What was that thing that happened in your life that made you think that this was okay to be a procrastinator? Where did you start making excuses for things come from? Go within yourself. You can't find no answers externally. Period. I don't care how much you look for it, how much you jog for it, how much you look to other people to validate you. You cannot look for other people to give you answers to your situation. You have to go inward. That comes from in here. Better turn into Caroline off of polka dice and follow the light. Follow the light that's within you, I'm trying to tell you, because you won't find it externally at all. You won't find it externally. That's why a lot of people are not as complete as they would love to be or they think they are. They're not as complete because they're not willing to look within themselves. See, when you look inside of yourself and you go deep in you, that's when you got to face a few truths. And that stuff hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It's not easy to do it. So I totally get it. But you guys have a great day. Again, comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about the topic. And let me know if you've ever been in any type of jealous situations. I want to hear your stories. I want to know what happened. Give me the tea. Give me the tea. Let's talk about it, you guys. So like, share, comment, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a super fantastic night. I'm about to get ready to lay it down because, as y'all can see, I be writing. Got a lot of stuff going on and preparing all this stuff. I have videos to make, all types of stuff. So you guys have a super fantastic night. I love y'all. I like y'all and I like y'all. So if ain't nobody told y'all before, y'all know I got y'all. I'll see y'all later. Bye.